What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Tonight, people, tonight, we are going back to the year 1987, where we just applied and got the security gig for Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So, congratulations are in order. I know, we're all excited to begin this week. Trust me, I am too. But, before we clock in for our first shift, I should probably let you all in on what threats awaits us, at least for tonight. So, having said that, let the onboarding begin. Alright, my fellow security guards in training, let me be the first to welcome us to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Today is our first night on the job, and I'm not gonna lie, we're probably gonna die. A few times actually, if we're lucky. But the good news is that death isn't coming for us tonight. So, before we officially clock in, I want to introduce all of you to tonight's potential threats. And we have to start with this buddy right here. The puppet. Or the marionette if you want to be all fancy and stuff. Now, he doesn't wander around the halls like the upcoming animatronics do. But that doesn't mean that dealing with him will be any less easier. I would even say that it is quite the opposite. We can, in air quotes, find him when looking at camera 11. There you will see this giant music box playing. Now, one of the job's descriptions is to pay constant attention to the music playing. If it begins to die down, we need to hurry up and wind it back up before it stops completely. Otherwise, the box will open, he will get out of it, and a few seconds later, we will be going up on our death counter right here. Next up, we have the new and supposedly improved Toy Bonnie. Just look at him for a moment. Such evil intentions hidden underneath that shiny blue plastic and those giant green eyes. You'd think that he's kid-friendly, right? Well, you're embarrassingly wrong. Unlike the Bonnie that we will be dealing with 6 years from now, who will stomp down the left hallway, Toy Bonnie here chose to be a revolutionary. Instead, he will be sliding his way through the right air vent. So, when we're sitting in the office, we need to check our right vent light constantly. If we flash the light and see his adorably creepy blue face staring at us, we have a split second to pull on the Freddy Fazbear mask. If we do it right, he'll slide right across the screen, get confused, potentially think we're Freddy, and leave. But if we skip the light for whatever reason, well, the good news will be that we won't have to ask where's Bonnie at that moment. And wrapping up the ventilation duo for tonight, we have Toy Chica. Now, out of everyone on the main stage, she's the only one that apparently isn't confident with her appearance. Because the second she leaves that stage, she pulls off her beak and removes her eyes so that she can stare at us with that soulless smile. Mechanically, she is the mirror image of Toy Bonnie, but her preference instead is the left air vent. With her and Toy Bonnie handling the sides and the puppet running the clock, this week is already looking to be a challenge to say the least. Unfortunately, we have one more threat to talk about tonight. Finally, we have the lead singer himself, Toy Freddy. Unlike his two bandmates, Freddy despises the vents and prefers a more traditional approach to reaching us. He will be marching his happy self straight down the main hallway in front of our desk. When he moves, he'll start far back in the hall, get closer and closer and closer, till eventually, he'll be standing right in front of us. When that happens, we'll have a fraction of a second to put on our mask. If we hesitate or do an oopsie like pulling up the camera monitor instead, he will personally be sending us right back to the main menu with a smile on his face. And that is the Monday night lineup that we have to worry about tonight. Will we? Nah, it's night one. Well, it's 11:59, so ready to clock in? I'ma go with a yes. And here we go. Y aquí estamos! Haha, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while since I played this one, and
Hello?
I don't remember the graphics being this.
Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved
Anyways,
Freddy
let us
Fazbear
check on our favorite toy band.
Here to talk you through some of
Look
the
at
things you
them.
expect to see during your first week
Let's
here,
see,
and
if I
help
had to
you get
choose a
started down this new
favorite,
and exciting
who
career
would it
path.
be?
Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old
That is a
location,
good
you know.
question indeed.
Some people still have a somewhat negative
A good
The whole
question
restaurant
that I
was
will
kind
have
of
to wait until
for
Friday
quite a
to
while,
answer.
but I want to reassure you,
What's up, phone guy?
Fazbear Entertainment is committed to
Oh,
family fun
actually,
and above all,
I know your
safety.
name now.
We've
Ralph.
spent a small
Sup,
fortune
Ralph?
into animatronics, facial
Anyways, buddy,
recognition,
I
advanced
appreciate what you're
mobility,
trying to
seeing
do,
them in the
but
hologram during the day.
I got this.
Isn't that neat?
Why don't you take the night off and spend some time with your daughter? You know, enjoy these next 6 years. Okay, so now that it's just us and these guys should be fairly chill today, what do you say I give everyone a small tour of the place? Starting with the security room. And we have to start with this. I love that. I wish I had known about this when I did FNAF 1. Okay, so let's begin the tour. If we look around this room, we can clearly see cables coming down from the ceiling. Ralph is so proud to mention that the new animatronics are built with high-tech facial recognition software and blah 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 blah. But apparently, the budget for a safe work environment isn't a priority for the higher-ups. Henry. Not William Afton though. Cause I'm pretty sure he was already kicked out of Freddy Fazbear's Entertainment at this point in time. Although, spoiler alert, that man is also working here too. Man, it's stuff like that that make me just love the lore of FNAF and everything. I could listen to it for hours and all of its theories. For example, look at this drawing right here. Do you see the golden bear? So there are two interpretations to this. One, this is Afton using a spare yellow suit to lure his victims into the secret room. Though the question with that theory is that I believe it is confirmed he actually used the yellow spring Bonnie suit. So maybe he could have used two different yellow suits, but I believe it was just confirmed that it was only one. Or we do have a second theory, which is that it's actually Cassidy, the spirit inside Golden Freddy, trying to protect the kids, but ultimately failing. I could spend the whole episode explaining these characters and spirits, but admittedly, I'm still learning about them too, so I wouldn't want to give out wrong information. Okay, so here's the prize corner, and there's a few interesting details that I know of, but the main thing to know is that here is the music box where the puppet resides in, and we need to always keep playing. Do I want to talk about the puppet a little? I did talk about Golden Freddy. Okay, just quickly. The puppet is actually my favorite character in FNAF. It is possessed by Charlie Emily, who is the daughter of Henry Emily, and the very first victim of William Afton. She plays such an amazing role, and I truly encourage anyone who has even a little bit of interest in this universe to look up videos explaining all of these characters and lore. I promise you, you will be wowed by how detailed and tragic it is. Moving on, we have the main hallway, which shows the restrooms, some posters, a parts and services room that holds the more terrifying animatronics that we'll be dealing with tomorrow and Wednesday. Someone is in the ducts, tours over. Okay, Bonnie. And Chica? What the hell? Are the both of you forgetting that it's night one? Please don't die. No. Okay, halfway. Just halfway. Well, that was embarrassing. Okay. Man, what jerks. I had so much more to say and these stupid animatronics couldn't respect the script. I didn't even get a chance to show the featured threats like Mangle and Balloon Boy. But fine. You want my attention so bad? Here it is. I'm not taking my eyes off of any of you for the rest of the night. ¿Me escuchan? It's just gonna be me and you three for the rest of the night. Alright, let's do this. I dare someone to put a 2 on my death counter tonight. Where are you, Bon? There you are. I see you. So I know it wasn't him that killed me, but Chica, which, not gonna lie, is kind of hurtful. Still. Oh, of course you would wait till I was distracted to make a run. Go ahead. Come to my vent. I'm ready this time. The fudge is he? Oh, that's a good one. I'll give you that. Let me wind this up and check on the others. What? What? Trying to have a staring contest or something? ¿Qué estás haciendo? You're not slick anymore. I'm on you this time. Go ahead and get in there. I got my mask ready. I will smack the blue out of you. Just as Poppy. Ay, chica, ¿dónde te has ido? Has anyone ever told you that you have such mesmerizing eyes? Yeah, in a dark possibility, I wouldn't mind looking at them as I'm forcefully being stuffed into a Freddy costume. Of course, I would prefer not to be stuffed in said Freddy costume. And there you are, Bonbon. Oh, wow, you know how even more embarrassing it'll be if I die once again? Any second he'll show up at this vent. I can't turn on the light now. F it, I'm putting on the mask. Oh, what's up? Honestly, that might have been luck. Damn, it's still 4 a.m. I'm putting the mask back on. Okay, y'all guys gotta start chilling out now. I just know that one of these days, pressing the wrong button will get me killed. Okay, wind that up. And put the mask back on. Is this coward-like? It's night 1 and I already got 1 death and I'm on the defensive. I feel like some of y'all are gonna say this is coward-like. And there we have it, 6 a.m. You know, if we ignore the death, that was actually easy. Anyways, I'll see you on night 2.